Alright, so I'm just going to go over the first exercise in this progression, kind of the beginner level. I'm going to show you how to set it up, which is 4 poles, 6 feet apart, and the reason why we use 6 feet is because then we have the option to put in 2 trot strides or 1 lope stride. You see I put 2 cones in the corners. Those are on my box. So those are just to give me an idea which way to turn. It just is a good way to remind yourself. Today I'm riding a 3-year-old that's got about 90 days on her. So if it's ugly, you know why. This exercise I use as a warm-up to kind of get them to following the rein, thinking about where we're going. Depending on the level of your horse, you can use it by teaching them to be a little softer to open the rein, or you can start to get them moving off your outside leg. If your horse isn't broke like mine, you can just use the hand. She actually is at the stage where I'm starting to use a little bit of leg, so I'll use a little bit of both. So it's a great following exercise, good for your horse, and a good warm-up. So I'm just going to go ahead and demonstrate that.